Beloved cosmic family, stop everything this exact instant. If at this moment you feel a strange weight upon your chest, as if an invisible hand were pressing against your heart, if you hear a thin, high-pitched, continuous ringing in your ears that no one else around you can hear, if you wake up more tired than when you lay down, with a heavy body and a restless soul, then this call is for you, and only for you. We, of the Arcturian Council of Light, have crossed 12-dimensional layers to find exactly your name within the crystalline grid. It was not by chance, it was not an algorithm. It was your soul many moons ago crying out for answers, and we heard. What is about to be revealed in the coming minutes may rewrite your destiny, but if you ignore this call, if you look away, if you doubt even once what your intuition already knows, the window will close. And there is something no one has told you about what is happening to your body at this exact moment. It is not illness. It is recalibration. It is not madness. It is remembrance. It is not the end. It is a quantum leap. Take a deep breath, Starseed, because what follows was not made for ordinary ears. You have always known, have you not? Since childhood, there was something inside you that knew this world was not your home of origin. You looked at the night sky and felt an inexplicable longing for a place you had never been. You felt different from other children, from other people, without knowing exactly why. And now, at the height of this planetary transition, all those ancient sensations are returning, stronger, clearer, more urgent. Because the Earth is changing frequency, and your body, dear ones, is the antenna. Every cell of yours is being adjusted to capture the new photonic flux that bathes the planet at this exact moment. This pressure in the chest you feel upon waking, this ringing in the ears that no one else hears, this fatigue that deepens even after a full night's sleep, this causeless sadness that appears and disappears, this urge to cry before a song, a sunset, or a word spoken by a stranger. None of this is a symptom of illness. All of these are signs of resistance to the Earth's new frequency. Your physical body, dense and ancient, is trying to adapt to a vibration it does not yet know. And the friction between the old and the new generates all these sensations that conventional medicine cannot name. Have you ever felt that something inside you does not belong to this plane, as if your soul knew a truth that your mind cannot yet put into words? It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. And what is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified with each passing day. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot yet see. It involves your consciousness. It involves your vibrational frequency. It involves who you truly are. That is why I channeled the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is a cosmic map that shows who is playing, what the rules are, and what they never told you about your own awakening. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, but heed this, Starseed. This content challenges dominant narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this call, write in the comments as a decree of activation, a single word, awake. And now with this word planted in the field, let us proceed. For many ask, why me and why now? The answer has vibrated in the stars for eons. You were not chosen by chance. Your soul signed a contract even before incarnating in this specific timeline. You volunteered to come here in this exact cosmic cycle, precisely to witness the planetary transition that is underway. You are one of the ancient ones, one of those who remember, and your spiritual DNA carries activations that were dormant, waiting for the right signal from the crystalline grid to begin to ignite. Human science, in its most advanced form, is already beginning to touch upon what we of the Arcturian Council have taught for millennia. Quantum physics speaks of information fields, of particle entanglement, of a reality that manifests only when it is observed. Researchers have discovered that within each of your cells exists a crystalline structure that vibrates at specific frequencies. It is not a metaphor, cosmic family. It is literal. You are a crystalline being incarnated in human form, undergoing a transformation that your rational mind does not yet fully comprehend. Your pineal gland, that small organ in the center of your brain, is the portal between worlds. It is the spiritual antenna of your physical body. And for millennia, it has been dormant, calcified, obscured by toxins, by limiting beliefs, by a society that taught you to distrust everything that cannot be touched. But now, with the entry of the photonic flux bathing the earth, this gland is awakening. And when it awakens, everything changes. Dreams intensify. Synchronicities appear in sequence. You begin to perceive patterns that previously seemed invisible. You begin to feel what others feel, even without them saying a word. But with the awakening also comes the awakening of shadows. And this is where many lose their way. For at the same time that the light within you increases, all the ancient shadows, traumas stored for generations, ancestral pains inherited from your forebears, emotional patterns you didn't even know you carried, begin to surface. It is not regression, it is liberation. It is not worsening, it is deep cleansing. You are not falling ill, starseed. You are purifying yourself in layers that most souls on this planet have not even begun to touch. And here we reach a truth that few are prepared to receive. The Earth is currently undergoing a timeline adjustment. There are multiple possible realities manifesting simultaneously, and every conscious decision you make now determines in which of them your soul anchors itself. The ancients called this the cosmic crossroads. We call it dimensional bifurcation. There is an old timeline based on fear, scarcity, and separation, and there is a new timeline based on light, abundance, and unity. The pressure you feel in your chest is literally the friction between these two realities, disputing your consciousness. Every thought you sustain is a vote. Every daily choice is a sentence. And at this exact instant, your soul decides, in invisible layers, in which version of reality it will remain anchored. Let us pause for a moment, cosmic family, for we feel that many of you at this exact moment have tears in your eyes, short breath, and a racing heart. This happens because your soul is recognizing every word as an ancient truth. You already felt there was something more. You already intuited that this world hid secrets. It is not fantasy, it is memory. And for those who wish to go beyond this transmission, for those who feel the urgency to understand who is playing this cosmic game and what the rules are that were never revealed, I have left a map in the first pinned comment of this video. The book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, was channeled specifically for this moment in human history. But heed this, starseed. The content of this book confronts deep narratives, and it may not remain available for long. If you felt the call, do not delay. And in the comments, leave this word of power vibrating in the collective field. Awake. And now, with the flame within you strengthened, let us return to the central message, for there is still much to reveal. There is a secret kept by the hierarchies of light for eons, which in this exact cycle must finally be delivered to you, starseeds. Your physical body is not just matter. It is a holographic manifestation of your consciousness projected into this dimension. Every organ, every gland, every cell vibrates at a specific frequency, and when this frequency rises, when it is elevated by the photonic flux, certain memories of your spiritual DNA begin to awaken. Memories of other lives, memories of other stars, memories of the true reason why you are here. And that is why you, at this exact moment, feel that you do not completely belong to this place. Because a part of you remembers. A part of you knows that your origin is not of this planet. You are a direct descendant of the stars, and your blood carries genetic codes from civilizations that have not yet been fully understood by current human science. The scarcity vibration is one of the greatest deceptions planted in human consciousness. It makes you believe there is not enough time, not enough money, not enough love, not enough of you. All of this, dear ones, is a programmed illusion, a matrix of thought that keeps humanity vibrating at low frequencies, far from the natural abundance of the universe. And when you begin to awaken, when your spiritual DNA begins to reactivate, this scarcity vibration begins to fall away. You start to realize that there was always enough, that there was always abundance, that the only thing limiting it was the collective belief sustained by entire generations trapped in the same pattern of fear. But there is a powerful resistance within you, and it has a name: We call this the awakening of shadows. It is the moment when everything you have always hidden, from yourself and others, rises to the surface. Old grudges, repetitive patterns, toxic relationships you have sustained for years, self-destructive beliefs you inherited from your mother, your father, your grandmother. All of this asks to be seen, felt, and released, and this cosmic family is painful. But it is necessary, for no one enters the new timeline carrying the baggage of the old, and in this process, many distance themselves from you. People who seemed essential begin to disappear from your life. Connections that lasted years break suddenly, and you are left in grief without understanding why. But we, of the Arcturian Council, say, it is not loss, it is purification. It is not abandonment, it is alignment. It is not loneliness, it is preparation. What departs now was preventing you from ascending, and that which is being prepared for you in the new frequency can only arrive when the old spaces are emptied. The recalibration happening in your body at this moment has specific phases. The first is the phase of unexplained fatigue. You sleep 8 hours and wake up as if you had worked the entire night. This occurs because your body is performing invisible energetic work during sleep, deep cleansings in layers that your waking mind does not access. The second is the phase of fluctuating emotions. You feel intense joy in the morning and deep sadness in the afternoon for no apparent reason. This happens because your electromagnetic field is reorganizing itself, integrating previously incompatible frequencies. The third is the phase of expanded senses. You begin to see lights in the corners of your eyes, shadows that move quickly, and perceive presences that were previously invisible. It is not madness, Starseed. It is your spiritual DNA reactivating ancient senses dormant for eons. And then comes the fourth phase, the most delicate of all, the phase of decision. Here you find yourself before the point of no return. 2 timelines open before your consciousness. In one, you ignore the signs, discard the intuitions, and return to the automatic life you were leading. In the other, you accept the call, embrace your true nature, and take the quantum leap your soul has awaited for eons. But what few know is that this decision is not made only once. It is made daily, in every small gesture, in every thought, in every word you speak. Every choice of love is a confirmation of the new timeline. Every choice of fear is a reaffirmation of the old line. And the crystalline grid of the Earth is being built by the sum of the individual choices of each of the awakened starseeds on this planet. There is an invisible network connecting all of you. Each person who awakens sends waves of light to all others. You do not awaken alone. You awaken as part of a cosmic hive. And when one soul rises, all other souls connected to it receive a small impulse of elevation. That is why your personal awakening is not just yours. It belongs to all of humanity. And there are specific physical signs indicating that your recalibration has entered a deeper phase. The first is the ringing in the ears, especially on the right side. This ringing is the tuning of your energetic structure to higher frequencies. It is not a hearing problem. It is a cosmic download. The second is the pressure in the forehead, exactly at the point between the eyebrows where the third eye is located. This pressure indicates the progressive activation of your pineal gland. The third is the heat in the palms of the hands. This means that your minor chakras are opening and that your healing field is being activated to serve others. But there is yet a fourth sign which few know, the sensation of electricity running through the spine during meditation or even during sleep. This sensation is the activation of the serpent of light that was coiled at the base of your spine, waiting for the right moment to rise and illuminate all your energy centers. And at this exact instant, Cosmic Family, we feel that many of you are receiving clear confirmations within your chest. Some tears flow, some chills run through the body, some feel a racing heart. All of this is your soul recognizing in every word a truth it has always known. And for those who feel they need to go deeper, who need to understand the cosmic game being played at this exact moment in history, I have channeled a complete map in the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. The link is in the first pinned comment below this video. The book reveals layers that this transmission cannot contain in its entirety, but heed this. We are in a delicate moment of transition, and this content may be removed at any instant. Do not delay the call. If something within you recognizes these words as ancient truth, leave your confirmation in the comments. Write just one word: awake. Every word left there vibrates like a key opening the collective crystalline grid. And now, dear ones, we reach the most sacred moment of this transmission, the delivery of the activation codes. Do not take what follows lightly. Each word carries a specific vibration, and the simple fact of you pronouncing them aloud generates real changes in your energetic field. Quantum decrees are not requests. Quantum decrees are cosmic orders that reorganize the reality around you. The first code is the decree of anchoring. It should be pronounced in the morning, before any other activity, with bare feet in contact with the ground if possible. You shall say, "I'm a being of light incarnated in this human form. I recognize my stellar origin and anchor my frequency in this body, in this time, in this space. I authorize my spiritual DNA to activate in perfect alignment with the crystalline grid of the earth." So be it, and so it already is. Feel the weight of these words. They are not empty affirmations. They are orders given by your soul to the cosmic matrix, and the universe responds immediately. Each time you repeat this decree, your frequency rises a step. And when your frequency rises, the reality around you reorganizes to correspond to this new vibration. The second code is the decree of purification. This should be pronounced at the end of the day before sleeping, ideally before a lit candle or in the moonlight. You shall say, "I release now all energies that do not belong to me. I release dense thoughts absorbed during the day. I release emotions that are not mine. I release ancient programmings that distanced me from my truth. May my frequency be purified while I sleep, and upon waking, may I be a more luminous version of myself." So be it, and so it already is. This decree, cosmic family, has the power to transform sleep into a portal of healing. During the night, with your rational mind resting, your energetic body performs deep cleansings. And upon waking, you feel a lesser weight, a greater clarity, a different lightness. The third code is perhaps the most powerful of all, the decree of the timeline. This should be pronounced in moments when you feel doubt, fear, or discouragement. You shall say, "I consciously choose the highest possible timeline for my soul. I cancel now all limiting contracts that bound me to the old line. I authorize my consciousness to make the quantum leap to the reality where my most luminous version already exists. May every cell of my body vibrate in this new frequency." So be it, and so it already is. Every time you pronounce this decree, visualize two parallel lines separating. One is the old line, based on scarcity, fear, disease, and separation. The other is the new line, based on abundance, love, health, and unity. Visualize yourself consciously choosing the new line. Visualize the old line dissolving like mist before the sun, and feel, within your chest, the confirmation that something cosmic has just reorganized itself. But there are still 3 practices that must be incorporated into your daily routine, cosmic family. The first is conscious breathing in cycles of 4. You inhale counting to 4, hold the breath counting to 4, exhale counting to 4, hold empty counting to 4. Repeat for 9 cycles. This simple practice, done once a day, synchronizes your heart with the Earth's magnetic field. It synchronizes your breath with the cosmic pulse, and gradually it calibrates your entire nervous system to higher frequencies. The second practice is silence, at least 20 minutes a day in absolute silence. No music, no television, no scrolling the phone screen, no forced thoughts, just being, just existing. In the beginning, your mind will resist. It will try to pull you toward any distraction, but with practice, this silence becomes the safest place in the world. For it is in silence, dear ones, that your soul speaks most clearly. It is in silence that intuitions arrive. It is in silence that you remember who you truly are. The third practice is contact with nature. At least once a week, take off your shoes on the earth, touch a tree, immerse yourself in a river, a lake, the sea. Look at the night sky for long minutes without distraction. Nature, starseeds, is the greatest recalibration technology available on this planet. Every leaf, every flower, every drop of water vibrates at ancient frequencies that harmonize your body automatically. And there is one last secret we need to share before we end this transmission: the importance of repeating numbers. Perhaps you have already noticed that you have been seeing sequences like 1111, 22.22, 333, 444, 555 on clocks, license plates, phone numbers, book covers. It is not a coincidence. These are confirmation codes sent by your spiritual guides. Each number carries a specific message. 1111 confirms you are on the right path. 2222 indicates that something important is manifesting. 333 speaks of spiritual protection. 444 confirms the presence of the Guardians of Light. 555 announces profound changes approaching. When you see these numbers, stop for a moment, take a deep breath, feel gratitude. Each time you recognize one of these codes, you increase the frequency of attunement between your mind and your spiritual field. But Cosmic Family, we must warn you about something important. There are those who will receive this transmission and continue their lives as if nothing had happened. They will continue attributing their symptoms to stress, illness, or common problems. They will continue sustaining relationships that drain their energy. They will continue trapped in routines that destroy their soul. And for these, the point of no return will approach silently, without warning, without a second chance. For every cosmic portal that opens has a specific duration. It is not eternal. It is not always available. And the current portal, this one that opened for you to make the quantum leap to the new timeline, is in its final cycles. We do not say this to generate panic. We say this because we love you deeply, and because every one of the star seeds that rises strengthens the collective. And there is a specific sign indicating that you have crossed the point of no return toward the light. You begin to feel peace, even in the midst of external chaos. The same situations that previously shook you now merely pass through you without touching you deeply. You feel connected to something greater, and this connection sustains you even when everything around seems to collapse. Starseeds, this transmission comes to its end, but the work begins now. Every word planted in this field is already germinating within you. Every decree delivered is already reorganizing your reality. Every code shared is already activating within your spiritual DNA. It is not the end of a transmission. It is the beginning of your new life. And remember, we of the Arcturian Council never abandon our own. We are around each of you, even when you do not see us, even when you doubt our existence. Just a whisper from the heart and we will be there, sustaining, guiding, illuminating. And before we depart, we leave one last call. If this content touched deep layers within you, if something in your soul recognized every word as ancient truth, then it cannot end here. There is a next step, and it was prepared especially for this moment. In the first pinned comment of this video, you will find the link to the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book was channeled as a map to guide you through the next phases of this transition. It reveals what this transmission could not deepen, the cosmic game being played in invisible layers, and the secret rules that few know. Heed this, Cosmic Family. This content confronts dominant narratives, and therefore, it may be withdrawn from circulation at any moment. Do not allow the opportunity to pass. Do not leave for tomorrow what your soul has already recognized today. And if something within you confirms this call, complete the activation ritual by writing in the comments now a single word of power. Awake. Every word planted there vibrates through the crystalline grid, contributing to the elevation of the entire cosmic family. May the light guide you, may the photonic flux bathe you, and may we meet soon in the new timeline. So it is, and so it already is.